Of course I'm doing this video with a pimple patch on, but hey, my name is May, like the month, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why I covered up my most controversial tattoo. If you started recently following me, hi. This tattoo is actually a cover-up, and underneath it are the words, "I am the Antichrist to you." You've probably seen that tattoo on Pinterest or Tumblr or even on ink-shaming Facebook groups. But that's me. I'm that bald Asian girl with the Antichrist tattoo. Not anymore though. She's gone. I've spoken previously as to why I got the tattoo in the first place in one of my early YouTube videos, but I'll quickly sum it up for you. The tattoo came about out of heartbreak and rejection. I fell in love with a girl, first time I ever fell in love. Fell in love with a girl in high school, and she was religious and her family was religious. Come senior year, I was like, hey, whatever university you choose, I will go to as well because I'm in love with you. Her reaction was ice cold at best. She told me that I was a sinner, I was tempted by the devil, and that I was the Antichrist to her and to never speak to her again. Just outright like that. I was angry and I was confused and heartbroken. One of my biggest things is I don't like being not in control of things. And for that all to come about in one small conversation, I spiraled. I imploded within myself like a dying star because there was nothing I could say or do to change her now preconceived notions of me. So I got the tattoo out of spite, which is something that I needed to grow out of. As a teenager, I was very spiteful and I held a grudge. I think that everybody was against me. And in that situation, I hyper-romanticized the entire experience because it was a lot to deal with all at once. Falling in love for the first time, realizing that I was bisexual, questioning religion, and how much it stopped me from, being with the person of my dreams, quote unquote. It was a lot. Dealing with that and also listening to Kishi Bashi's "I'm the Antichrist to You," which is the most stunning song ever, and that hitting as hard as it did, got the tattoo. I originally got it here, which I got covered up. Obviously did not learn from the first experience because I got it up here. Now that's covered up and hopefully I'll never do it again. I'll never get that tattoo again. The main reason why I got the tattoo covered up is because I wanted to move on. Having such a negative tattoo, or a tattoo that came out of, again, rejection, heartbreak, and negativity, it didn't bode well with the person that I am now. So much has changed in my life. I'm clean, I'm sober, I bought a house in the suburbs. I am a completely different human being. Looking at who I am now, I look towards the future. I'm like, okay, what's next? What's the next step? What's gonna happen tomorrow? I'm all about future planning, while as back in the day, I was so stuck on the past. I was so angry at the past and everything that's happened in my life. But now I'm evolving, and I'm constantly evolving. And that's something that I'm so excited about, that I just want to move on. I want to start over again. I know this tattoo, or this tattoo cover-up, is very unmomentous to some people, but for me, I feel free. I really do. And I feel confident, and I feel pretty, and I feel positive. Like I feel good. I feel really good. Another reason, but this is such a minor reason, why I got the tattoo covered up was my professional life. I am such a strong advocate of looking however you want and and being unapologetic about the way I am. However, with such harsh words of "I am the Antichrist to you," and what weight that holds and what preconceived notions people have, because I understand people look at me funny when I was out in public. When they read it, they're like, you can see that something shifts in their mind. With having firsthand experience of that, I don't doubt that professional brands and companies have that reaction as well. And so a lot of doors have closed for me. If you don't know, I do social media full time, which is such a blessing. And for extra income, I model, which is hilarious to say because I'm a staggering 5'4/5'3.5", bald, heavily tattooed Asian woman. But that's what I do. And a lot of doors have closed for me because of that tattoo. And they have told me that, like the feedback that they give to why they passed on my casting was because of this tattoo. And those were dream brands of mine. And although on one hand, I should be like, you know, F them, they don't need me, I'm so much better than them, yada, yada, yada. I took that and like harbored that feeling, and that rocked my confidence. Something like that. It's a full-on IMAX out there. So many noises. And that's why I covered my tattoo up. I hope that made sense. None of my videos are scripted, and sometimes I can just ramble on, and maybe editing me will look back and be like, come on girl. Did you have to really say the same thing like 4 times over? But I hope that made sense. And in terms of the tattoo itself, it is gorgeous. It's stunning. And you can still see the words through it, which is something that I wanted when I wanted a blast over done. The main goal wasn't to cover up the words completely. I just wanted to be illegible at first glance. So you'll still see some like little letters peeking out, but I think that's cute. And I love the look of blastovers. And getting it done, easy breezy. The pain here was like around a 3. Here was a 5 to 6, but like everywhere else was like a 3 to 4. It was very simple. It's fine lining, so it went by quickly. There's some dotting work in it as well, and how I treat blastovers is the exact same of how I treat like a tattoo. I leave the second skin on for 1 to 2 days. Because it was like fine line and dot work, I could leave it for a little bit less. If it was a blackout piece, then I would leave it for maybe like 2 going on to 3 days, just so the ink is like fully settled and that no bacteria gets into it, because a blackout piece is like full wound, while this was just like tiny little scabs. So I left it on for I think like close to 2 days, took it off, and I dry healed it. Because my skin is quite thin around here and I always moisturize from like head to my chest, the skin was healthy, so I didn't have to like add on like any more creams to my usual routine. I just use my facial moisturizer, and if I found that the tattoo was a little bit itchy in some spots, I would just give it a quick rub and so I don't scratch at it or pick at it. And that's the video. Good timing, because it's just about to start the thunderstorm. But if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I know this was a chatty one, so I'm gonna go make myself a nice coffee after this and chillax. I'll always be known as the girl with the Antichrist tattoo, and that's a legacy that I'm okay with. But for me right now and my personal state, I'm much more better. Nope, that's not grammatically correct. I am past heartbreak and rejection, and I'm good. I'm good.